Welcome to Footy Booty. Don't forget to smash that like, share and subscribe button. It would be easy to assume that Arne Slot's Liverpool is simply a watered-down version of Jürgen Klopp's heavy metal football. After all, the core players remain the same. The stadium is the same. Even the tactics look similar on paper. But that assumption does Liverpool's new manager a disservice, because beneath the surface lie crucial differences that have made this Liverpool side demonstrably harder to beat than their predecessors. So what exactly has changed? The answer lies in three fundamental shifts: pressing intensity, possession management, and defensive stability. Where Klopp's Liverpool thrived on chaos and relentless energy, Slot's version has mastered the art of controlled aggression. The result? A team that has lost just twice in their first 25 matches under the Dutchman, compared to Klopp's final season where defensive vulnerabilities were increasingly exposed. Let's start with pressing intensity. Under Klopp, Liverpool averaged 9.2 high-intensity pressing actions per match in his final season. Under Slot, that number has dropped to 7.1. But here's the crucial difference. The success rate has increased from 31% to 42%. This isn't about pressing less, it's about pressing smarter. Where Klopp's system demanded immediate, aggressive pressing regardless of context, Slot has introduced what he calls selective pressing. The result is a more sustainable approach that maintains intensity when it matters most. The key word here is sustainability. Klopp's final season saw Liverpool's pressing intensity drop dramatically in the final third of matches, contributing to late goals conceded. Under Slot, pressing effectiveness actually increases in the 70th minute onwards, a complete reversal of the previous trend. But perhaps the most significant evolution lies in Liverpool's relationship with possession. Under Klopp, possession was often a means to an end, a way to trigger pressing opportunities when the ball was lost. Slot has flipped this concept entirely. Liverpool now averages 64% possession compared to 58% in Klopp's final season. More importantly, they've developed what tactical analysts call possession as defence. When Liverpool hold the ball for extended periods, they're not just creating attacks, they're actively preventing counter-attacks. The numbers tell the story. Under Klopp, Liverpool faced an average of 3.8 counter-attacks per match. Under Slot, that figure has plummeted to 1.9. This isn't coincidence, it's calculated. Slot has taught his players to recognise when to slow down, when to speed up, and crucially, when possession itself becomes the most effective form of defence. This brings us to our third key points: defensive stability, where the transformation is most evident. Klopp's Liverpool conceded 1.33 goals per match in his final season. Under Slot, that number has dropped to 0.71, a reduction of nearly 50%. The secret lies in what Slot calls defensive positioning without the ball. Previously, Liverpool's fullbacks would charge forward regardless of the match state, leaving space behind. Now, Robertson and Alexander-Arnold make calculated decisions about when to advance based on the opposition's setup and the scoreline. While you guys finish looking at the stats, I am going to finish my sentences. It's not just about being more conservative. Slot has introduced a concept called asymmetrical defending, where one fullback advances while the other holds position, creating a 3-4-3 shape in attack, but maintaining a 4-3-3 structure for defensive transitions. The data reveals the impact. Liverpool now commits 2.1 fewer players to attacks on average, but their conversion rate has actually improved from 14% to 18%. They're creating better quality chances with fewer players while maintaining defensive solidity. So guys, here's what makes Slot's approach so effective. These three elements, smarter pressing, possession control, and defensive stability, work in harmony. When Liverpool press and win the ball, they're better positioned to keep it. When they have possession, they're less vulnerable to counters. When they defend, they do so from more stable platforms. The result is a team that has become incredibly difficult to create chances against. Liverpool's opponents are averaging just 0.9 expected goals per match, the lowest figure in the Premier League. But unlike some defensive systems, this hasn't come at the expense of creativity. Liverpool are still generating 2.1 expected goals per match, identical to their output under Klopp. And that wraps up my very first video on the channel. If you made it this far, thank you so much. There's more football content coming your way, especially around Liverpool and the Premier League. So hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe. Walk on! Next video, we will break it down on how Mo Salah has still got it, even after 8 freaking years.